Today I did play some Path of Exile. I didn't record it, and the reason why I didn't record it was basically because I was watching the CSGO Cologne major quarterfinals, all of them, and it took like 13 hours or something like that. So I played some in between when like the games were boring or something like that. I played on this monitor right here, and then I had the stream on the other monitor. So that was quite nice. But I have made some progress. Yesterday I got to I only cleared Act 1 normal, and today I'm in Act 3 cruel, so that's pretty decent. I mean, I'm 47. I have my Walls Protector, but I was really unlucky getting... Well, not really unlucky. I just didn't get any sockets really with all my jewelers, so that didn't go as planned. So I spent some alterations to get 4 sockets, and then I linked it. Besides that, I mean, I'm using this belt here just to increase the flask gained. I mean, it's actually pretty decent. So more fist damage. I do fist damage. This actually increases the damage of something like Blade Vortex or where do we have it? Bladefall. I have Bladefall here. So that's pretty decent. And right now I'm doing 1k damage. Well, 1.1k. And I mean, leveling with Blade Vortex is pretty straightforward. You just run into stuff. I'm using the Walls Protector basically just to get some more crit chance. I don't really think I need it that much for leveling. Probably better to have some other armor, but yeah, it's not like leveling at this point is extremely difficult. You could see my resistance. I'm not capped on cruel. Not even close. But it's basically, look at my offhand here. This is my offhand. I mean, and I've been using this since level 19. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't take too much. Yeah, not much else to say. I have a granite now, which is very nice for the defense. 46%. Compared to 17% physical damage reduction is quite a bit. Besides that, I plan on continuing, of course. I did write down some skills I did like to try. So I did like to try Essence Strain, Contagion, and then something else with Cast and Crit. So Essence Strain is that slow-moving projectile that deals... I have it somewhere. I can just fire one off. I don't. I thought I had picked it up and started leveling it. Well, that's a mistake. Yeah, not that it matters too much. I don't have level 14 gems yet. But I did want to try that. Since it can do a ton of chaos damage to a large amount of monsters, so I thought that would be fun to try with Cast and Crit and something like Cyclone or something, just to fire them in all directions and see if it actually works to, in any respect, really. Another thing, I always wanted to have Flame Surge actually be a viable skill. I don't know if I have Flame Surge. I probably don't know. No. But Flame Surge is such a cool effect in my opinion, and I really wish it was a good skill. I compare it a lot, so something like Power Siphon is also one of the coolest skills in the game, but that's also not something you can use. But I will try with Flame Surge. And then there is Vortex. I mean, casting vortexes, it's a big pool on the ground, dealing a ton of damage apparently. So why not? And also Frostbolt, just to see if it's good. Yeah, I want to try these with Cast and Crit. then ultimately I'm probably just going to focus on Bladefall and EK and probably Poison or something if I get a 6-link. Yeah, so that's basically it. For now I just need to level. My tree is pretty weird, to say the least. I mean, I have done so many different things here that are so dumb, really. I don't need these nodes for what I'm doing right now. For what I'm doing right now, I just need the spell nodes. These are fine, but yeah. I mean, I don't really need these nodes, but I wanted to travel down here and not take the power charge, because that would mean me going here and then 2 points here. That's already that, and then 1 point and then 1 point more. So yeah, it was 1 point less efficient. But at some point I will spec into these nodes down here, and then spec out of this node and spec into these nodes and spec this way, I think. And then down taking this dexterity node, I believe. Or what? That actually doesn't make any sense. 10 dex over 10% evasion and maximum energy shield. It's not a good buy, but something like that, and then probably this over here. I don't know how the damage will be, and then with the thing is, damage over time cannot crit, so with Contagion and Essence Strain, I don't need these crit nodes at all, except from the cast on crit part. So I need Night Stalker and everything. I don't need the spell crit. I don't need this crit here. I don't need this crit here. Also, I'm not planning on keeping Soul Siphon here. So it is a work in progress, but it is a projectile, so something like this will help, and also just pure chaos damage. Yeah, right now I'm just planning on going over here to take Hired Killer, really, and then True Strike. Oh, not Hired Killer, then Harrier, and then True Strike. Probably take Harrier before Hired Killer, but yeah, we'll see. Besides that, I mean, it's Blade Vortex. You really don't have to do much to actually make it work, just for leveling. As you can see, I have like the weirdest item setup. If you can even call this setup. I did like to get some new boots, really, with more movement speed on them, but I'm not willing to just go and... I'm like, most of the time I'm using a Quicksilver, and the thing is, cast speed and duration is pretty lackluster at this point, so I have to stop a lot to actually cast my my Blade Vortex, and when I do so, I tend to stand in a group of masters and doing it, and then I move to the next group, and then my Quicksilver is pretty much up again, thanks to this build here. So it's fine. I mean, there's nothing to be concerned about, but this is the progress so far. I just thought I would make this video since I started out by doing this Act 1 normal, and then I was going to do Act 2 normal and Act 3 normal, but then I was caught on this Counter-Strike thing, and I really wanted to progress with this character, so I thought, okay, so I can just play and just go through it with me, like, looking. That's also the thing. So I've been leveling like this most of the time, so it's like, okay, anything like here, okay, so let's just, okay, so let's move again. And that's not, I mean, I can't really, I wasn't speaking or anything, and you would also hear a lot of Counter-Strike noise in the background. So that's basically it. I mean, I'm hoping I will 5-link this at some point, at least. That's not a problem. The bigger problem is kind of finding out what gems I want to play with. That's the big problem right now. Also, I thought I would going CI, but I'm not. I'm going life, pure life, basically, because every single time I make a build, I actually go CI. It feels better to me. I like it a lot more. So for once I want to try and do some life-based builds. So I'm doing this build here, and then I have another build in mind that I want to try that is also life build or life based, but that will have to wait. But yeah, that's basically it for now. I don't really think I have much more to say.